Anyone else think that Shane Hawkins is a better fit than Josh Freese for the Foo Fighters?
So I've seen versions of this take all over my FYP, and I really don't feel like it's fair to either of these guys. Let's start off with Shane. First off, he's a really talented kid, but he is just that, a 17-year-old child. He doesn't have the experience, the stamina, or the fundamentals to do a gig of that level at his age. No one does. I mean, he's still got to work on his meter and, I don't know, graduate high school while mourning the death of his father? The kid's got enough on his plate without having fans insist that he cosplay as his dad. Also, Josh Freese is easily the best drummer for this job. While he may not have the same sensibilities as Taylor, he does have the stamina and the discipline to stay in the lane that Dave wants him in. And don't be mistaken, that is exactly what he was hired for. They picked a guy whose primary job is copying other drummers and filling a role. Sure, he's going to add his own flair to their material, but ultimately Dave decides what role he's going to play. I'm sure William Goldsmith would agree with me there. Now, what I'm seeing is that the band is kind of settling in and enjoying the fact that their new drummer has been in, I don't know, every other band that's ever existed. The clip of them doing the March of the Pigs is kind of a good example of that. Now, beyond that, for every person who's saying that Shane should be up there, consider this from a parent's perspective. Taylor Hawkins was a beautiful person and a very talented musician, but he lived a very hard lifestyle. We didn't just lose our band's favorite drummer, his wife lost her partner and their kids lost their father. Would you be okay with your high school age kid trying to fill his father's shoes, knowing all of the trappings he would have access to? I know I wouldn't. So be stoked every time he goes up on stage to play a song or two with the Foo Fighters. He's earned that right. But let this kid process some stuff. He needs to live some life and find out who he is outside of the shadow of his dad. And also let Josh Freese play the gig that he's rightfully earned. It's going to take some time for the band to gel, but I'm really excited to see what the Foo Fighters look like after this touring cycle.